You're in the last week. And it's not just like Kessel Run, it's Air Force. It's not 2 years, it's 20 some odd years. Talk to me about what's going through your mind right now in this stage of your life and your career.
Yeah, so
Give you the kind of parameters where we're looking for some kind of clarification on the answer.
yeah.
And again, if we need to take a couple of takes, it's easy enough to do. We got plenty of memory on cards.
My nickname is One Take Beachkofski.
One take?
Do I get to say One Take Beachkofski again?
Well, if you want to be a liar.
Speed matters because, quite simply, speed kills. If you can react faster than someone else, you win. It goes back to the OODA loop. The person who can see what's happening, figure out what needs to happen, and act more quickly will have the advantage. And right now, our tools don't allow us to see what's happening and respond to it quick enough. We're providing new capabilities that have a different architecture that speeds up our decision cycle for Air Force planning and execution, but also we're speeding up the process by which we deploy those tools. We're shrinking down delivery times from years down to days. That is fundamentally different and allows us to respond at the speed at which the modern world is changing, the speed at which modern warfare takes place. That guy's awesome. What's amazing is 2 years ago, that was all a hypothetical. It was all, this matters because if we don't move quickly in a future thing, we will be in a worse place as a nation and as an Air Force. What's amazing to see is that we were tested over those 2 years. When we were pulling our presence out of Afghanistan and needed to airlift Americans and allies out of Kabul, we knew that it was going to surge beyond the throughput that we could have for the applications as they were originally built. But we knew that we could adapt if needed. And within 12 hours, we were able to modify our code and change the compute and store resources available and got that back down within hours. And the next day, they were back to planning with 10 times the missions that were possible the day before. So that speed, that responsiveness of being able to fix a critical flaw in operational software in hours was demonstrated not as a hypothetical that may happen, but as something that did happen on August 24th, 2021. That was the purest example of the fulfillment of the promise of what Kessel Run could do than any other time. And that will always make me proud. There's a time where you go, this is my peak experience, and that's where we are. And this is my peak experience, and it's what a great culminating point of my career in ability to fulfill that service mentality through the job. It speaks more to the career of how I've been trying to make an impact my whole time, and this I was able to do it, and maybe that signals it's time.
You know, obviously, you're not going to be able to see everybody before you go. You know, what do you have to say to the men and women that you've led for the past 2 years?
I love you. It's the greatest team. I'm gonna miss you so much. It was an honor to be here. I love you.